And we are just too sweet.
Welcome to an all-new Attention Wrestling Disorder. Finally back from a hiatus, and I don't know what fucking episode number it is, but whatever. I am RJ Show, the whole show, nothing but the goddamn show.
I am the Elite, Chuck.
And I am the Hot Rod 521.
The only person to this day to be the only human being to watch Main Event, even under new leadership.
Oh my God.
Is that even still a thing, Main Event? I never watched Main Event.
Actually, yes, it is.
Oh, you would know.
Yeah, we know Rod would know. Rod's the only one who watches it. Rod gets all the updates.
Right.
I mean,
Rod, I will tell you that on my Hulu, it expires in like 10 or 11 days. So I don't know if they're ending Main Event or if it's just expiring finally on my Hulu, which is the best news I've heard in a long time.
Oh my God. Stop
having that shit on my Hulu. Keep watching.
Speaking of shit, is anyone else annoyed that the G1 Climax always lets Okada win?
He won 2 years in a row. Get over it. Move on with your life.
3 years. Well, 3 years.
He didn't win 3 years ago.
That was two. It's been
It
two.
was 2 years in a row.
It doesn't matter.
He beat,
Okada, Naito, Okada.
Ibushi
Shut the fuck up.
Last year.
Ibushi won 2 years in a row before that.
Okay, I'll give you that, but I am sick of seeing the same fucking people on top. Leave the belt on fucking Switchblade.
That I agree with. That I'll agree with you on. I think Switchblade should be the champion.
Enough with the same fucking guys being shoved down your throat. You got Jay White, you got fucking Will Ospreay, you got this new Aussie Open.
They're good. I like them.
You got a lot of good fucking people in the company. Let's focus on these other people who are not the same motherfuckers that you keep putting on.
They push them, but they just don't give them title pushes. Like they get their time in the sun, but they don't get the main event push, which is annoying. And in that respect, I agree with you. But I do think that it's I agree with you that like they do push the same like 4 to 5 guys on the top, but they definitely have tons of they have tons of talent that they use differently. It's positioned so differently than like a WWE or an AEW. So it's like,
I personally love to finally see a Sonata world title reign. I would personally
that's
love
what
to
I'm
see that.
That's what I'm waiting for.
But how
Sonata's
about the fact that New Japan Strong has brought in all this attention, and that's what's going on to the other companies. You have all New Japan Strong should be what's going on in Japan. They should be bringing more of these guys in and doing more with them there.
Well, they're starting to now that like all like the travel bans have been lifted. Now that like COVID's almost not a thing anymore. So like you're starting to see a lot of the strong guys go over to Japan. Like Tom Lawler had those quick stunts in Japan. Like Hikuleo's gone back finally.
Well, that's because freaking people are now actually starting to smarten up now and realize, they want to get back to normal life. How about we start doing the right things? We get vaccinated and all that stuff.
Oh, you mean Tom Lawler, who's a part of another company that thinks it's okay to have an off season when no one else in wrestling has an off season? MLW.
I heard he wasn't. I heard he wasn't with MLW anymore.
No, he's not.
That's probably a good why. But I mean, it's probably a good thing.
When he lost that match, that casket match to Mil Muertes, that was his last match.
Then he should be wrestling in other companies in the States besides Japan, besides the New Japan.
I'm sure he'll wind up.
I'd like to see him do some Forbidden Door shit on AEW. I mean, Lawler's a good fucking wrestler.
I like Lawler. He's good. I like that whole team. I like their whole. I like the whole Team Filthy.
Which one?
The New Japan one.
Okay, because
I know they're two different Team Filthies.
I don't like the Team Filthy from MLW. I agree with you. The Team Filthy from New Japan is better.
The New Japan Team Filthy is pretty solid.
You got that
team. You know, a team I'm learning to appreciate in Japan. That's more on Strong, but they've appeared in Japan. The TMDK with Jonah
And Haste.
Haste and
And
Mikey
I
Tito.
gotta
Nichols.
start watching Strong again. Who's Hayes?
He was
Shane
Shane
Miller.
Thorne in WWE.
Oh,
Nick Miller and
Flapjack.
Shane Thorne are now in New Japan as Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste.
I thought you just said Jonah.
Jonah
Yeah, he's a
is
part
in
of that team,
faction,
too.
though. It's funny, like he's starting to grow on me, but I never liked him. I didn't like him as Bronson Reed. I'm kind of still on the fence about him. Bad
Oh,
news,
I loved him in NXT. He got shafted.
I'm surprised they didn't have him come back.
Triple H was putting feelers out there that he wanted them back.
He might be doing his. He might run his New Japan run. He might. I don't know what his contract with Japan is. He might have to. He might do.
I
his
mean, it's a
contract out
possibility he
coming
could
up.
always go back. I mean, before he got released, Triple H told him he was going to be like the next big guy in NXT. He was going to be the next champion.
He'll wind up being back. Then I'm sure. I'm sure he just has contractual obligations he's got to work through, and once those are passed, he'll probably go back.
You know who's never gonna come back?
Who?
Nia Jax.
Good for her.
She doesn't wonder what's the like. I think like what happened with the whole WES like totally like killed her love of wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to the interview she did on Renee Young. It's from months ago, but I'm Renee Paquette, whatever, months ago,
Same
but
person.
yeah,
Renee Moxley.
whatever. Renee Good, Renee Moxley, Renee Good, Renee whatever. But anyway, yeah, she. You know, it sucks like when people say, "Oh, because one little thing happened, all of a sudden you're labeled as someone who's not safe," and that's bullshit.
Maybe she'll go cry about her hole somewhere else.
People still crying over the fact that like Sasha accidentally injured Paige, and pretty much ended her career. At the same time, that was WWE's fault for rushing Paige to come back too early.
Let's blame WWE for everything.
Well, they're the reason why Tyson Kidd's career got ended.
The reason that WWE had all those problems retired.
Well, he basically got forced to retire.
Yeah, well, he's
Well,
gone.
his own devilly deeds got him to retire, so whatever.
The reason WWE is better is because that old man is gone.
He was old, he was out of touch, and most of his cronies are gone
you
too.
know, it's going to take a while to clean up his messes, though, in the company.
It's gonna take time, but you still got the.
Kevin
You
Dunn's
got-
still there. Kevin Dunn is still there.
I know, it's still on the
You know what? I'm tired of all this Vince McMahon hate. I find it tiresome.
You know, Jim, I find it tiresome.
You may be tired with it, but if you see what's been going on since he left, you can understand it.
Yeah, and a lot of cool things have happened since he's been back, and we actually haven't done one since all these changes. So this is actually a good episode to touch on some cool stuff.
Yeah.
We have a lot that we can touch on because of that.
Well, I mean, the
But,
big
you know, like, as long as Nick Khan is still there, yeah.
Braun Strowman is back. I mean, they're starting him off slow, but
again, you need to do something fresh with him because you can't just do the same thing you did with him before because the roster isn't different enough for it to matter.
yeah, I think this would be interesting. I mean, hasn't he actually fought Otis before?
Probably at some point.
I believe he has. Personally, I would love to see him and Omos go at it. That'd be a very interesting matchup.
I don't see why they won't do that.
They'll definitely do it. Give it time.
Right now, I think they're just kind of doing a warm up with
They're trying
Otis.
Yeah, they're trying to make Braun look strong going into whatever they're gonna do next with him.
Because
Braun Strowman's the kind of guy.
They really gone out with Omos since the whole Lashley feud ended.
He also looks better now. You know, like he seems like he seems to be like, what's the word I'm looking for? More muscular, you know.
Yeah, he
just
looks more in shape.
Strong,
He's
yeah.
more
I don't know
shape.
what Braun did while he was away, but yeah, he definitely got himself like jacked.
He got himself in good shape.
Him being
Hopefully-
back is great. Cross being back the way he should have been introduced to begin with is great.
Yeah, it's like they knew what they were doing this time.
Hit Row minus Swerve is still great.
Yep. You know what I love about Swerve though right now
What?
and Keith Lee? They officially turned them heel because much like the New Day, the fans just rejected it.
They are pretty much heel because
They're
everybody loves the Acclaimed.
They're so over. The Acclaimed is another. They should be the tag champions in AEW. Another point that AEW is starting to kind of turn the other way, and not in a good way right now.
Well, maybe that'll change, and maybe they're doing it so they can win it in New York.
Maybe that'd be awesome.
Where they're from?
That could be, and I hope so. That'd be smart booking.
It'd be really smart.
Oh, that place will erupt if they win in New York. The place will erupt.
I think that's what's going to happen.
I hope so.
All I say is the right person that what was it? What was the last pay-per-view? All Out won the women's title. The interim women's title.
Incorrect.
Yeah, interim. I don't know. Maybe they should stop with this interim stuff because after All Out, they're not going to crown an interim champion. They're crowning a champion because the person who ruined AEW or tried to ruin AEW was suspended, and I don't know if he doesn't come back.
And injured, but
right.
They're touching more on the injury than they are the suspension. But
he should be fired, in my opinion. Him and his little punk ass trainer.
Why do you guys gotta hate Punk so bad?
You gotta throw a chair at somebody, you bite somebody. What are we, 5?
Why did Pat Buck get suspended for breaking up the fight, though?
They all got
suspended.
Everybody involved got suspended. Anybody who tried to break up the fight got is unsuspended.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Why would you have suspended them in the first place? They were trying to, what, you want them to just keep fighting and beating the crap out of each other? So they were doing their job trying to hold the peace and they get suspended?
Apparently. I don't know.
And I heard Punk made it seem like the freaking Elite busted in his locker room like a SWAT team, like kicked this door open. That's not what happened. But of course, Punk's got to make himself look good.
I love Punk as a talent as a wrestler. Look, I love Punk as a talent as a wrestler, but as a person involved in wrestling business, I feel like he's become just such a soft, bitter little bitch for no reason. Like what is he bitching about?
You know, like when he was suing the WWE, Cabana had his back, but then when push came to shove, Punk didn't have Cabana's back.
But what's the real story? Didn't this thing start because Cabana sued him?
Yeah, because Punk was supposed to help him with the legal fees since Cabana backed up Punk and Punk decided not to do it. That's why he got sued. You know, I'd be pissed too if I helped my best friend out and then when I needed my best friend, he wasn't there for me. I'd be pissed too. I'm 100% with Cabana on this one.
At the same time,
though, a new storyline for him and Robert K.
Oh, you're hilarious.
I actually messaged your buddy to see if he wanted to jump on, but I didn't hear from him. So.
No response.
I think he might be out.
He's probably out with the kids.
All right. I think I just want to get this over with since it's attention wrestling disorder. I'm really pissed off about something that happened on Rampage last night.
I didn't watch it, so enlighten us.
I'll be right back. It happened in the main event.
Oh, God. I already know what he's talking about. Jesus Christ.
I didn't watch Raw. Now this is news to me because I haven't watched Raw. So.
Rick Abani was on commentary. That's what he's pissed
off.
What? Announcer Rick Nobody.
I knew as soon as he said it, I knew what he was talking about.
He did a bad thing. Josh Woods did a bad thing. Not adhere to beating up on the other guy, Samoa Joe. Not adhere to. He did a very bad thing. Oh my God.
Such a hater.
That's what the usual. His long, boring commentary.
Oh, so Rod, thank you for the spoiler. That's one less show I need to watch now.
No problem.
I didn't say
I'm down to like such little. I'm down to such little wrestling right now. I'm down to such little wrestling right now. I'm so proud of myself that I'm down to like maybe 3 shows a week. It's been wonderful.
I mean, I've been doing that too. Like I stopped watching. I kind of took a break from NWA.
People still watch NWA?
Actually, yes.
Besides Rod Hancock.
Pipe down over there. I literally just finished. I literally watched NWA USA like a couple hours ago.
Our boy Mercurio's on there, so
The only thing good about NWA is Matt Cardona and Brian Myers.
Oh my god, that is such a lie, but okay.
They're like the only thing good about Impact too, but that's
that's definitely a lie, but okay.
You know, speaking of like Impact, something annoyed the hell out of me, but I found out that it was the other way around. Rod would be the only one who knows this person. I saw her at an indie show not too long ago. MJ Jenkins.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
she was like, I hate to say it, she was like a nobody on NXT.
She had a couple of matches on NWA. She had a couple of coffee on NWA.
Have you heard her theme song?
Not in a while. Like
listen to Giselle Shaw's theme song. It's the same one, but Giselle had it after I found out. So I'd like to know how the hell that works, because MJ Jenkins is still using it.
It wouldn't be the first time they've done that. Recycled themes and Impact wouldn't be the first time.
Because WWE's never done that.
No.
Apparently, the song was also on NXT. So my question is, how do you do that with who owns the rights to that song?
It could be a stock
copyrighted.
It could be a stock theme where like anybody can use it.
Okay.
Like the Hardy Boys theme is technically a stock theme, so anybody can technically use it.
Wasn't that song made for the Hardy Boys?
No. Same thing with Hardcore Holly's original theme. That was also
and how Angle uses the Patriot theme.
Yeah, that's like a yeah.
Yeah, but that theme became so associated with Kurt Angle that like fans who aren't like hardcore fans are like, the who?
Well, people don't understand. The Patriot was fantastic. And
I
Jim Cornette loved the Patriot.
He was all right.
I mean, I love him and Bagwell and WCW the Strides. They were one of my favorite teams.
Of course they were. And then months later, you were the first one singing a dance to American Males too, right? The Chippendales dancers they were.
Oh, hey, that thing was great, man. I don't know what you talking about. Stop hating. I used to bump that thing.
American Fails.
Oh my God, such a hater.
That was what's his name?
Bagwell and Scotty Riggs.
Scotty Riggs and what the
Marcus
hell?
Alexander Bagwell.
Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
The man who blames Jim Ross for ending his career.
If you saw that match, you would have ended his career too.
No, I still have not officially ever seen that match because I was in boot camp when that happened.
I went back and watched it. It was a shit show. Booker T.
When the invasion first happened, I was in boot camp, so I missed like the first 3 months of it.
I wasn't even watching wrestling at that point. I watched it like way later after hearing about it, and I watched it. And the truth is, everybody loves Booker T, but Booker T didn't do that match any favors.
I saw that match when it aired.
And neither one of them did any favors.
And now freaking Booker T, Bischoff, it's like they're making their names by hating on AEW now. It's like every interview they do is always something hating on AEW.
See, that's kind of fucked up on Bischoff's part because they welcomed him to AEW several times and he was featured on there several times.
Bischoff does not like anybody who might give WWE competition.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, when he was the main competition.
Right.
He's bitter. Maybe he's just a bitter little bitch that there's competition for WWE after
it's possible. I mean, the fact, and this is what Tony Khan needs to realize. Yeah, Vince is going to Triple H's running things, but Triple H was the man that was running things. You guys beat NXT. So stop getting all worried and scared and continue to do what you do best. It's what they need to start doing. Instead of
but they're not.
Panties. Yeah, I know. Instead of getting it, freaking underwear in a knot because freaking Triple H has taken over. You beat him once. What's stopping you from doing it again?
Are they? I mean, is that true, or is that just like something some idiot fan started? Is that true that Khan is
The way they're acting right now, you know, they're starting to feel they're getting stressed out over the fact that Vince ain't there no more.
Claudio Castagnoli is still having great matches. Dante Martin is still having great matches. You know, the product's still pretty good. It just
I mean, it sucks that All Out was an amazing pay-per-view.
It was,
and the only thing people are talking about that pay-per-view is what happened in the aftermath.
Yeah,
because they're putting more attention on that than they are the fucking show.
CM Punk pulled a Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
CM Punk pulled a Will Smith, big time.
That's exactly what he did.
But honestly, though, if that idiot journalist didn't ask the question, that probably wouldn't have happened.
That's true, and the fact that Tony Khan sat there and didn't.
Here's the thing, though, with journalists, they're gonna ask questions. Like, you know, don't talk about you missed the pipe bomb, and then you get all pissed off because somebody says something you don't like. You made your career doing that.
But it's not even that. It's the fact that Tony Khan did nothing when all this was going on when he was running his mouth. Apparently, it was more shoot than we all realize, and Tony Khan did nothing.
Tony Khan made a comment that, you know, my fault. I should have no commented that. He said that during all that, this was going on. And if you remember, if you listened to Jericho.
Hey, hold on, my nail just got heavy right.
Jericho goes, you know, shit's going down. You could hear him say it.
Yep. Because Jericho knows, because he's been in this business for 30-something years, and he's been around it, so he knows what shit's going down.
I'd love to know what the meeting was like in the aftermath, because, I mean, if I were Jericho, I would be pissed off because you're trying to, you know, start something brand new and be your own company, and then this shit happens.
Right, but again, Jericho was brought on as a talent, not as like a bigwig.
Yet he was in the meeting, kind of running. He was in one of the meetings, kind of helping things.
He was trying to be a locker room leader, which what he is. He's a locker room leader. He was trying to right the ship.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to
because
while
right now the morale in the WWE locker room, now that Vince is going as high, you could arguably say morale in the AEW locker room is at an all-time low right now.
I never thought I would say this in the last few years since it started, but I can't say that AEW is better than WWE right now. I can't say it.
I can't. I hate to say it, but I mean, I'm starting to enjoy WWE again. I'm not enjoying the fact that Dupree isn't wrestling. I wish that Triple H would let him wrestle again.
I'm sure they're going to work that in. We'll see.
It makes me wonder, like, what part is Triple H and what part is not Triple H, because there's still little things in there that.
Yeah, because, you know, Triple H running creative and stuff, but, you know, you still got freaking Nick Khan there. And if he has it his way, he would still get his 4 hours of Raw.
You know what I love about you, Rod? Your vernacular
really.
is so consistent when you shoot on things on here. You every time you bring up a person, you bring up the same story about them every time. You're so consistent. It's fantastic.
It's true.
Here's the thing. Nick Khan's not the chairperson.
He's co-chairperson.
No, he's co-CEO. He's not co-chairperson. Stephanie McMahon
running their everyday dating. Like Triple H is head of creative,
chairwoman.
But, you know, Nick Khan and Stephanie runs like the day-to-day WWE business.
Right, but creative is all Triple H, so that's why I'm a little surprised. Like with the whole Logan Paul thing, my whole thing, maybe Nick Khan thinks it's good for business. I don't know. I'm not there. I wonder that why you would want to put
the reason
Logan
you
Paul.
put because you put popular people in social in media and social media is out there because it gets more eyeballs on your product. You don't have to agree with it or like it, but that's why they do it.
Logan Paul.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, I'd rather see freaking Tyson Fury versus Drew McIntyre than Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns. End of discussion.
I mean,
I agree, but again, you don't know. You're not there. You don't
And
know.
you're not gonna tell me Logan Paul's a bigger name than Tyson Fury. You will not do that.
No, no one's saying that. But what I'm
You
saying
know,
is maybe
Logan
Tyson Fury
Paul
is booked other
did
ways.
something really fucked up on YouTube, and yet he's a big star.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Controversy creates cash, apparently, as Bischoff would say.
That was a great read. Yeah, that was a great read, that book. I read that. Great read.
I did read that book. I still haven't read Mox, and I own the Young Bucks book, and I still haven't read that yet. But
I
anyway,
think like the last book I read was the AJ Lee book. It was really good.
no, that was a great
The
book.
one where you were at book review getting it signed by her.
Yeah.
You know what's sad, Rod? Book review is gone.
Yeah, I heard.
You know,
Apparently they do it online.
What's that? Book what now?
Book review in Huntington closed last year.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, me and Shanice went the weekend it closed. We got like a ton of books for like next to nothing. That's
Guess
where
what I finally did.
That's where I bought up Lord of the Rings, the full book, for like next to nothing.
Guess what I finally did?
What'd you finally do?
So there's this new promotion in Boca Raton. It's like Boca Raton. Oh, hold on, I have the name of it. It's called BRCW. I guess Boca Raton Championship Wrestling.
Sure.
And guess who I finally met?
Who'd you finally meet?
Kylan King.
Nice.
You know, I mean, I brought up the whole thing like that I train. You know, yeah, but if I say I train, I do bring up, yeah, but I did it for like 2 weeks, and you know, I'm never going to say that I'll never call myself a wrestler. I'll never will. I just tried something and I didn't do well at it.
I could never be a wrestler. I'm not conditioned for that.
You know, these people do more than I could do in 2 weeks. All these people who were wrestled that night. Although I have to call out someone that pissed me off at this. So this was an event. There were a lot of CCW guys there, and there was a couple of actually, it was the night of All Out. The wingmen were there, JD Drake and Caesar Bonone. Caesar, who's pretty damn cool. What's her name? That Renee, help me out.
Michelle.
Thank you. Yeah, she was. I mean, I was like, I was talking to her, and then I don't know, for some reason I started talking like an idiot. Like, I like watching you. You know, I was just like, wow.
Radio RJ show getting starstruck. The whole show getting starstruck.
I tried not to. You know, like with Kylan, I just tried to, you know, just talk. But no, I had to tell her that I was just happy that she was getting the opportunities that she's getting, because she fucking earns it. She's just
right.
I think she's fucking great at what she does, and she put on a good match against Renee Michelle. But anyway, there's this guy, Mark something. He was apparently on like one of the Road Rules or whatever the fuck they call the show.
Long.
What?
Mark Long.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on the Real World. He's like him and Miz are like tight. He's like real good buddies with the Miz.
Okay. Yeah. More than you think, and I'll tell you why. Don't say anything, Chuck. I told you this story. So he's coming off as like, you know, a guy from like the Miz, reality star who's breaking into the business. And Noah King was the one, his opponent, who has, you know, the beef with him. That was the storyline for this match. And Matt Rainwald actually was brought in for his own like show, you know.
Aiden English.
Yeah, whatever. Aiden English, Matt Rainwald. So he's doing his thing. And then the word NXT, nothing came out. He's not the finest. He's not even called Conor Reeves anymore, whatever the hell his name is.
I wonder what happened to him.
He did a match. He did this match with Noah King from CCW as the tag partner to this Mark Nothing. And or whatever you said his name is, and
Long.
Bull James. Bull James is apparently still doing
Bull
his thing.
James.
Bull Dempsey, Bull James, yeah.
Well, good for him. Bullfit.
Yeah, Bull Fit. I was happy to see that. You know, this guy, he was nothing special. He did his moves. They made him look good, but his finisher pissed me off. Because, like I said, like the Miz, he was on Road Rules or whatever, and then now he's wrestling. What the fuck was his finisher, Chuck?
I wonder,
Say it.
did it rhyme with Mall smushing finale?
Oh
It
my
was fucking
God.
soul-crushing finale. Yeah, not only is, you know what? Can you make a name for yourself, not trying to make a name off someone who actually was very successful and is very good at what he does? You're new in the business and you're not that good.
Carve your own path. Don't steal other gimmicks. It's gimmick infringement. I know they're buddies, but still.
Basically, to me, you know, and they're like making this guy look great. Oh, you know, this is, and I saw people talking to him in the,
You know, he has like his own like little like wrestling buddy too. He has like his own official little wrestling buddy too.
No.
Yeah. You remember how you had like the Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake, Hulk Hogan? He has one.
And Rod has like six. Rod's telling you he has like six
Who,
of them.
the
Right
Miz
down over there.
or this nobody?
Mark Long has one.
Who
He
the
break
fuck
it
is
like
he?
he on the last season of the challenge. He was on
Yeah.
there with it.
Who the fuck is he? He's, you know, and then
He's like the Godfather of the challenge.
Yeah, he's
Because Rod's the only person that also
yeah.
watches the challenge still.
Yeah, okay. It's been around for 20 years. So I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one there, but okay.
The only challenge I ever watched was the Inferno 2 because, ironically, The Miz was on it. And it was before The Miz was even The Miz, and my ex-girlfriend at the time made me watch it with her. It's the only reason, hey, but when I saw The Miz and I watched him debut back in 2006, I was like, this guy's going to be gold. And
you know
I
what,
was
though?
so right.
And he is gold, and he is great at what he does. But this other guy, if it wasn't for Noah King doing what he does great as a heel, I mean, that he made him look so good. He made him look good. And the whatever he calls himself, Conor Reeves guy, you know, he is whatever. He has such a stale gimmick. I'm the finest.
Everybody's the finest.
I don't like it. I mean, Bull James made this fucking like real world hack look good. And it just annoyed me. Everyone was like treating him like he's a big deal. He's some motherfucker on MTV, and who the fuck watches MTV these days anyway?
Except for Rod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you gotta understand something, guys. Anything cliche that's on TV programming, Rod has somehow got a hand in it. No one else watches it but Rod. Rod bases his entire life around wrestling and MTV challenges and just assorted sports.
Rod's the reason that they took music off MTV, you're saying?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. Because that's accurate.
It is accurate. Rod wrote a very nice letter after
talking between the TV shows and not music videos anymore.
Well, here's the thing. Rod was the one who wrote the letter to MTV that it was a miscarriage of justice what happened to Milli Vanilli, and you need to stop playing music because we can't have more Milli Vanilli travesties.
And I'm sure our viewers are so going to believe that too.
I believe that.
Of course you do.
Rod's still blaming it on the rain.
You could call me you could call me a mark, call me whatever the fuck you want, but I truly did not appreciate this guy basically mirroring the Miz. I didn't like it. He played the baby face, you know, I'm happy to be here, blah, 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 but you still basically stole his gimmick and his fucking finisher. You might not be playing the part of the
I mean, you can't say he
obnoxious
stole it if Miz
asshole.
gave him permission to use it. You can't say he stole it and Miz gave him permission to use it.
Do you know that?
I'm pretty sure that's what's the case. I'm pretty sure he asked Miz and Miz gave him permission.
Because Rod watches all the challenges, he gets all the intel and all this stuff, so he knows everything.
Right down, hater.
But that's a problem that I find in wrestling. Everyone is like reusing moves that someone
original.
made popular. The spear's been done to death. Stunners are being done to death. What else? There's another move. I mean, super kicks are being done to death. But there's another move. Oh, sling blades.
Finn Balor and Tanahashi started that.
Right, but other people, I mean, they're being done to fucking death. But there is another move that I'm noticing lately, and I just can't think of it, that's being done to death. I've seen it on AEW, seen it on WWE. I can't pinpoint it now, but it's just why.
At least we got over everybody doing the power bomb as a finish. Oh wait, no, we haven't. Wait.
Yeah, that's now a thing.
Wardlow
had a great move, and now he's just doing the power bombs. He had a great move. Yeah, it was the F10, which was like, I guess, a variation of what Lesnar did, the F5, but it was such a good move. The way
or that knee strike he was knocking everybody out with.
And then, well, I don't know, like the Braun Strowman's now doing the power bombs, but Braun Strowman had a good move too.
Yeah.
So I don't why that what makes a wrestler great is having a unique finisher. What
again? Here's for the argument of New Japan.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
What move?
GTS. Everyone's fucking doing the GTS now.
Fucking
go to hell. Dan
Kenta's rolling over
something else.
Kenta's just rolling his eyes in Japan somewhere.
Who started it? Was it Punk or Kenta?
It was Kenta. It was technically Kenta.
Okay.
Kenta did it first. From what I understand, Kenta actually did that move first.
But Punk's the one who made it popular.
In the States, yes. In general, no, but in the States, yes.
So when he did the move in NXT, he was actually doing his move.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Kenta.
Yeah, yes. I know he's doing.
Yes.
But see, that's
even though
the
he
problem.
Did break Brian Kendrick's nose with it, but that's another story.
Brian Kendrick. But yeah, that's my issue is can we stop doing all these moves and calling them something else? I mean, Sammy Guevara, time for a new move. 3 people are doing fucking GTS.
He's basically using T-Bar's freaking Eyes Wide Shut move, basically.
Who?
Sammy Guevara, the GTH.
Yeah, but the GTH is the GTS.
Just a different variation of it.
And can you not call him T-Bar, please? It's not his name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean Donovan Dijak?
Yeah.
Were you talking about Donovan Dijak?
Yes. Yeah. Or Dijakovic, depending on who you ask.
Donovan Dijak, come on.
They brought him back. Right. They should bring Dominic Dijakovic back, not
Donovan Dijak, for that matter. I'm just saying, give him a better name.
Isn't Dijakovic his actual name, though?
It might be.
I mean, it's got you. Maybe they'll change it if he ever goes back, like Io Sky. Why can't you say Io Shirai? It's so easy.
Because people don't have an attention span for that. Because it's an entertainment company. We have to be entertained.
Let's focus a bit. We talked a little bit about CM Punk ruining AEW, but they seem to be getting it back on track.
Oh yes.
With the the championship matches. I don't think. I mean, I don't give a fuck who wins on Wednesday, whether it's John Moxley, who they keep putting the belt on and taking it away from anyway, or Bryan Danielson,
He
because
deserves it. Before all this crap went down, he was planning on going on a vacation. He stopped his vacation to help the company out. You know, that's what, because, you know, Moxley actually cares about the company. Unlike that piece of crap Punk.
I know.
Boring.
He's,
Get down
you know
over here,
what? I
Chuck.
get that he gets
Boring.
For 1 second,
but
please. Thank you.
AEW to me are guys that haven't been around as long as Moxley. Yeah, you know, I mean, Jericho and Moxley were great to start it off being the champions, but now, you know, you put Page there in a position he's never had before, took it away from him rather quickly, giving it to the guy who didn't save the
injury
business.
prone,
made it
brittle,
work.
old freaking bastard.
By the way, I'm agreeing with you on the fact that Punk shouldn't be in the position he was in. And MJF is going to get that title. He is right now, he's the best right now. He is like one of the best promos in the business.
He's the best promo in the business right now. Name a better promo than MJF. I can't.
Every time he fucking opens his mouth.
You fucking mark. It was gold.
The promo he cut, you know, even to introduce the firm.
Right.
I mean, he just, anytime he talks, it's great.
Yeah, no, he's gold. He's honestly one of the best things in wrestling right now, period. Going back to Sammy Guevara for a second, I'm so sick of him and Ty Conti. They're the most nauseating people in wrestling.
The more you hate it, the more they're going to do it.
I know, that's the problem. That's why I'm getting pissed off. That's why I got to give them credit too, because they're doing it right. They're good at being heels.
Yeah, they're doing their job. You can't be pissed off at them for doing their job.
I know, it's just annoying.
You know, I mean, Moxley's supposed to be the face and he's pissing me off, but he's not the heel and he's pissing me off.
Because he's boring.
It's the same shit. I'm the tough guy. I'm going to beat up everyone.
Boring.
Hater.
Rob is the biggest mark for John Moxley all of a sudden.
It's not even there. I can actually respect Moxley. He doesn't go out embarrassing the company as the champion.
He did it. Okay. I agree with you. He didn't embarrass the company. He didn't. But I'm just sick of the way I'm just sick of I have a short attention span. I want to see other guys succeed.
I want to see Moxley do more New Japan stuff. I want to see him go Japan and do a New Japan run.
Maybe if he changed his theme music, I might like him more. I hate his theme.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Give him his fucking New Japan theme. It all counts, and it's fantastic. His New Japan theme is badass.
I agree with you.
His New Japan theme is badass. This Wild thing sucks. I understand why he does it. It's that tribute to that Japanese wrestler, but still, it's like, come on.
And you know what? To his credit, yeah, there are a lot of belts in AEW, but good, because guess who just fucking went up a notch? Daniel Garcia. It's great to see him with a title.
He is so great as a sports entertainer.
Yeah, he is an amazing sports entertainer. I love Anna Jay losing her shit. I'm going to choke you out and you out. They should change your theme song because it's still the Dark Order, even though they now they say this is Anna Jay instead of join us. But still, I don't know. I have a lot of criticism to just dish out.
That's kind of your gimmick.
Yeah, it's my thing.
It's kind of your gimmick.
Out? So
we kind of love you for it.
Solo Sikoa is has the North American title, and you know what?
Yeah.
Good. I was sick of seeing what's his face with it.
Me too.
In my opinion, the only reason why they had him lose because they're calling him up.
What? Oh, Carmelo Hayes is going up.
That's the only reason why you would have him lose at this point.
Who was he supposed to face though?
It was supposed to be Wesley, but they took him out.
Why did
He
they
won the vote? He
why
won
did
the
they
fair
do that?
vote.
Why did they do that?
Because he's terrible as a single. His partner was a punk and acted a fool and cost himself his job and cost Wesley his push. Because the only way that any of those three are valuable is when they're together. Because Trey Miguel's crap too, but that's another point.
Yo, stop hating already. Dude was an amazing X Division champion.
Like the Rascals. I mean, they were just like pulling we're stoned all the time. I was
I'll
kind
hang out with my
of
friends if I want to see that gimmick. I'll hang out with my friends who are in bands. All my friends that are in bands have that gimmick. I'll just hang out with them. I don't just see it on wrestling.
I know plenty of people who do that, who are into, and that's great. Like,
That's my point.
I've done that shit too, but you know what?
Exactly.
It's in the wrestling. I don't want to see that. I want to see something different.
Outside of my girlfriend, I think Rod is the only person I know that has never tried it. Does that still hold up, Mr. Rod?
Yep.
Rod has never smoked weed.
Rod would be scary on that.
Rod would be interesting on that. You might get too laid back, and I don't like Rod laid back. I like Rod being all passionate about shit.
He'd be like, Brock Lesnar's the greatest, man.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
They weed what's name enough that make me say
That's
that.
not what weed does to your brain. It doesn't distort your brain to that level.
He'd
You'd be like, John Cena's the man.
John Cena's my idol, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that, but okay.
Even though I'm a hypocrite because I do like Matt Riddle.
President, man.
Even though I'm a hypocrite because I do enjoy Matt Riddle, so like I am a little bit of a hypocrite.
I don't know. I'm over Matt Riddle. I'm happy that they did to that angle what they should have done to the Cody Rhodes angle with Seth Rollins. They had Seth go over.
They should have had.
Stupid. Like, why does Seth need to go over?
Why does Seth need to lose 3 times in a row?
They basically, how many? Actually, I think they actually read something recently. Seth Rollins actually has lost more matches than any other wrestler this year. He's lost more matches than anybody this year. He's lost like 75% of his matches this year.
He's put a lot of
like live events and stuff too.
He's putting people over, which is great.
But in fairness for that rivalry, he should have won. It should have been, it should have been like there should have been a reason to have the 3rd match, not just to have it. He should have won, and they should have had like a rubber match.
Cody or with Riddle?
With Cody, because
with Cody, what should have been done was you can't have Cody lose on his night back, so I get it. Have him win the first match. Seth should have won the second match, and then Cody should have won the whole thing.
Seth should have won the second match. With Riddle, they did, or Matt, whatever they're calling him now, Matt Riddle, which I'm glad they are. Oh, by the way, Austin got his name back too.
I love Austin Theory. I don't care what he says. That guy's
anyway,
great.
And Kevin Owens pointed it out, which was hilarious. But anyway, so yeah, the fact that Matt Riddle won that match just says, okay, this is good for a story because, lost that match. Lost it. Good. Let the bad guy win a match. Why does the good guy have to win every single match? Why are you making
so Rod Hancock doesn't have a fit when it happens?
Hey, yo.
Because it's all about, see, WWE, Vince McMahon, see, that's why they got rid of Vince McMahon, because they're like, you're doing all this just to make Rod Hancock happy. We can't have Hot Rod 721 or whatever you call it. 525, 557, 521 happy anymore.
I think I think I'm gonna debut a new character in our next episode.
Okay. What?
Oh Lord.
I'm not saying nothing yet.
Hot 3058.
Man, shoot, Hot Rod 3754.
Oh my God.
Or we should debut this character. Impact sucks, but New Japan is. I love New Japan. I'll make love to New Japan, but Impact's boring.
It was a pretty good impersonation, actually.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Impact. Oh, look, Okada's gonna win again, but Impact's horrible. Ugh.
I saw nothing like that.
Yep, that would be him in a nutshell.
Chucky Hashi.
Chucky Hashi. And then get the blonde wig. You just gotta get that bleach blonde wig and you're set.
Well, all right, where do we need to go? Where do we need to go? Because I mean, we could talk.
I know. Hey, our ADD is all aboard the ADD train. We're
Fuck yeah. Where do we go from here? Because I mean, you have Victory Road coming up, which Rod and I can talk about since Impact sucks, according to you. We could talk about that.
I don't even to discuss anything more because you just made my line for me. Thank you.
You have Bound, and this is crazy. I thought Bound for Glory just happened. Rod told me that was last year when Moose beat.
It's been almost 1 year.
I can't believe that was a fucking year ago.
And Moose is just as irrelevant now as he was a year ago.
That barbed wire massacre match is gonna be insane. A triple threat barbed wire massacre match, that's gonna be nuts.
But they are, I think they are going way to extending this feud, like way too. I think this feud should have ended already. This Sammy Moose feud's been going on for over a year now, and now Macklin's in it.
Oh, you mean Mr. Deonna Purrazzo?
So I saw Macklin versus Taven, and Taven was the face. Everyone, like, people were booing the hell out of Macklin, and my friend who was with me kept saying, "You're forgotten." I'm like, really? Is that what you're gonna do? Fine, do it. But Macklin was having such a good time with it. He let Taven throw him into the rails so people could, and so these women could smack him on the ass or whatever. And they let
he let him only heel and Impact. He's faced pretty much everywhere else.
Who, Taven?
Yeah.
I like heel Taven. Heel Taven was cool in fucking Ring of Honor. I was so confused with face Vincent, though. I saw Vinny, or what's his name? Vinny Marcia. What?
Vinny Marseglia.
Vinny Marseglia. I took a picture with the dude, and I can't remember his last name. Well, we call him Vincent, Vinny Marseglia, whatever you want to call him. He was basically the good.
It sucks. Concussions killed TK's career
against this 7-foot guy by the name of, and I have this guy's name. It's not It's Jack Tallis, who looks like a Johnny Kelly from Typo Negative. This this gigantic dude who apparently had a match on NXT or whatever, or a dark match. They made him look good. I was disappointed because I didn't get to see Vincent be Vincent.
Right.
Oh, the cunning, quote unquote, cult leader.
Right.
I didn't see that. I saw him. Yeah, he did some of his moves and his tricks, but
he was working face.
I said it to him. I said, I was surprised to see you as the good guy in this match. I mean, everyone was cheering him on, and the other guy was getting the heat. But I love it when Vincent gets the heat.
Right.
I mean, it's funny, like, obviously, him and Taven are friends, but in Ring of Honor, they were like mortal enemies, and then all out of nowhere, oh, we're now teaming together for Honor No More. Let's pretend our rivalry didn't happen.
Because either one of them is signed with Ring of Honor, so they can get away with that. Because they were technically both in the Kingdom, so they technically were friends first. Then they were rivals because he double crossed them.
They were, yeah, and then he started his own group. What was the name of it, Rod?
Righteous.
The Righteous, yes. That's the Vincent I like, though.
I like that Vincent too. He was good in the Kingdom too, though.
Well, the Kingdom was. Who was the third member of the Kingdom?
TK Orion.
TK
His
Orion,
son's
yeah.
concussion has killed his career.
Yeah.
Speaking of like guys that are doing, I mean, it was a great match between Taven and Macklin, and I mean the match. I mean, Vincent. If you ask me, I think Vincent did like a lot of was great in the match, and I just didn't like the other guy. Was a big guy, okay, doing his big move, doing his thing. Whatever. I wasn't impressed.
Right. What was I gonna say? What was I
Who
gonna
the fuck
say?
I watched it. Yeah, I wasn't impressed, but that's my fucking opinion. You either go with it or you don't. I don't give a fuck.
So here's a quick question: who was the original leader of the Kingdom? I know Rod knows this.
Bennett was never the original leader?
No, he was in the original Kingdom, but they had an original leader.
Cole was it? It wasn't Cole, was it?
No.
It was Adam Cole, Bebe.
Adam Cole was the leader?
Wait, what? I thought did he come in afterwards?
That's what I thought.
I thought he was the original.
No, he came in after them.
He was there with Taven and Bennett, but Bennett and Taven.
I thought they were the original.
Really?
I thought they were the
No,
original.
Cole came in after Bennett and Taven.
Yeah, I thought Cole was later.
Yeah, he was.
I thought they were all collective. I stand corrected.
I mean,
Because he turned on the Kingdom to join the Bullet Club.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, no, what happened was he got kicked out of the Kingdom after Bennett got injured. And then when Bennett and Maria left, Taven kicked him out.
Oh, okay.
Kingdom, and then like a couple months later is when Cole joined Bullet Club.
Oh, was that what it was? Okay.
I remember he lost the match to Ring of Honor on Matt Sydal. That was his last match before he made his comeback in the Bullet Club.
Is Cole and O'Reilly? Are Cole and O'Reilly still? Oh no, which one? Are Cole and Fish still injured? Because didn't you say O'Reilly had a career-ending injury?
Hey, neck injury. I think Fish is good to go. He just needs a new company. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's a rarity. Fish is the one that's not injured. He's always the one that's hurt of them, but not this time.
Cole? Oh, I guess Cole's
injured. Yeah. I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
He was working.
So I randomly heard a rumor.
Let's hear this.
I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that Britt Baker and Christian Cage having a little affair behind the scenes. It's a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
I doubt that.
It's a rumor mill. Probably a joke. But I'm gonna still say it to stir shit.
Same
way I stirred shit with Hangman.
All right, so
stirring shit with Hangman.
Our buddy here, Chucky Hashi, Chucky Coffee, Chuck, whatever.
Chucky Elite,
whatever you want to call him. He showed us an official document from frickin' Tony Khan saying that Adam Page left the company. And I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, this is bullshit. You go on, I went on everything that was official with AEW, all the Twitters, the website, no mention of this. And then guess who's on AEW 2 nights, the following night, fucking Adam Page. So
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that was really Hangman Page.
Oh yeah, it was a stunt double,
no,
right?
that was his body double.
Hey, remember when Paul McCartney died in 1966.
Oh yeah.
Hangman got fired, and it's a fake Hangman.
Yeah, Paul is dead and Paul's the walrus. Yeah. I remember, yes. And then Adam Page is a clone. It's not the real Adam Page.
Right.
It's Hungman Adam Page.
Exactly. So you get it.
Cowboy Duty.
Exactly. So you see where I'm going with this. Okay, we're good.
Cowboy Duty. But yeah.
Cowboy Duty.
You know, I don't know.
And then Hangman can come back. You can have Hangman versus Hungman.
Like Undertaker versus Undertaker.
Yep. Cowboy shit versus Cowboy Duty. I'm all about it.
I feel that Hangman should be the one with the belt right now, not Punk. He because I feel like Adam Page, even though he came from Ring of Honor, to me, he is more AEW than Moxley is.
Because Moxley is not an AEW tailor-made guy. He was an ex-WWE guy that they brought in to put the company over, which is what he's done. And he's done, for the most part, a good job. Even though it's stale now, for the most part, he's done a good job with it.
People would say that he's a CZW guy. People would say that he's,
He is. He was.
See, that's the thing. Like, even though, like, Bryan Danielson's a WWE guy, he's a Ring of Honor guy first and foremost.
Exactly. I agree.
Even Punk was in ROH and TNA before he even reached WWE. But yeah, his fame was because of WWE. He could say whatever he wants, but
Right.
WWE is the reason a lot of people know who he is.
Yep.
Maybe I'm sure there are plenty of people who saw him in Ring of Honor. Same thing with AJ Styles. To me, AJ Styles is a TNA guy who later became a WWE guy.
Yeah, that's true. Even though I didn't get into AJ Styles until he was in Bullet Club. I didn't like him. I liked him in TNA, but I feel like what his overall ability came out in his New Japan run, not in his TNA run, for my taste.
Okay, yeah. What he did in New Japan helped him cross over back to the States, but he is well known for the stuff he did in TNA.
Rod snoozing in the corner over here on our rant about all these things.
Oh my God.
Rod, Rod, we're back in your wheelhouse because you know a lot about Impact and TNA.
Oh yeah, I remember when Punk was in the Flock or the Gathering, if you want to call it that too.
He was in a feud with Raven. And so was Mickie James.
Yeah.
His little crew.
It's Alexis Laurie.
Alexa Laurie, yes. Isn't her real name Mickey Laurie or Alexis James or something like that? Isn't Laurie her real last name?
I had to look and see.
Before she married Aldis.
Hardcore country.
Do you know what she's doing now? She's kind of doing the retirement gimmick. Like, someone's got to pin me for me to.
The difference between her and Flair is she's it was kind of like what Angle did back in 2010 when they had that Bound for Glory series, where he either won it and won the title at Bound for Glory or his career was over. The night where Jeff Hardy joined Immortal and stuff.
What she's doing though is more Ric Flair. When I get pinned, I'm done.
Yeah,
that is Ric Flair.
And before she wins the title, she's done.
Or she should win the title and then have the person beat her, retire her, and then be done, then put that next talent over.
This should have started months ago because Bound for Glory, if I'm not mistaken, is like their WrestleMania.
Yeah, it is.
So what they should have.
But she could work herself up to a title match for Hard to Kill.
But Hard to Kill is not one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, this is one of the big four. Hard to Kill, Rebellion, Slammiversary, and Bound for Glory is the biggest one.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's being, if she wins at Bound for Glory.
Thing is,
Okay.
though, it's already set up Grace versus Masha Slamovich for Bound for Glory.
I know. And that's, if Masha Slamovich, I want her to win. She's this unstoppable, she's this unstoppable
monster.
monster.
It is Jordan Grace, though, because Jordan Grace be on the roll.
The meatball.
This is Jordan Grace's second title run.
The meatball. She's shaped like a meatball.
I mean, she's the freaking only Triple Crown knockout in the history of the company.
True, because of the digital media title.
I mean, I can see her.
That's a real title. That's real.
In that company. Like right now, I bet you if she ever became world champion, she would show a lot more grace and appreciation than the last female they had as the world champion.
Matt Cardona made this title more relevant. Now Brian Myers is, but I think he's going to lose it to this new guy.
I love Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. They're so good for wrestling.
Very high.
They're so good for wrestling. Cardona and Myers. They're killing it.
That gargoyle spear. That's a freaking nice move that he's got.
Oh, and how about this? The women's tag team division in Impact is great right now because who has the titles?
I think in general, like women's tag team wrestling, that's like the weakness of professional wrestling, in my opinion, is women's tag team wrestling.
Why? Why is that weak?
It's the weakness of professional because there's really there's not one company you can be like, yeah, they got a strong women's tag team division.
Yeah, not one.
Green and Deonna Purrazzo have a tag team name. They have.
Yes, I'm talking about division. A division more than just one team.
Okay. Fine. I see where you're going, but I like the fact that they're real life best friends too, so they have chemistry.
The division is great.
You know who's great? Damage Control.
Yeah, I love the fact that Kai and Shirai have the titles.
Kai and Sky, man, is great.
Sky and Kai, isn't that like Kai and Ty? Like
Kai and Sky.
Kai and Sky.
Kai and Sky.
Now, are they going to do
I would say it'd be a rubber match, but apparently Aaliyah's injured, so.
Oh, too bad.
I think they were great. I mean, it was a short-lived team, but I think it was cool to see those two.
It wasn't bad.
Gonzalez, Rodriguez, whatever she's calling herself.
Championship.
What happened?
It was cool for Aaliyah. She finally won her first championship after all those years with the company.
And she has been there longer than pretty much all of them.
Yeah, she's been there a long time.
Then again,
she made her
was she there?
Like in 2016, she went up against Carmelo.
Didn't she start like around the same time as Bailey?
Probably.
I think she came like a year later, but like, yeah, she was stuck on NXT for a minute. If
you watch that breakthrough, she was like, in the documentary, she was the rookie. She was just still a student. She didn't have her Aaliyah gimmick was not over right away.
No, it wasn't.
It took forever for her to get anywhere.
Took time. But I mean,
I like what they're doing with them now.
I found out why like Tegan Knox hasn't been signed anywhere.
Why?
Visa issues.
Poor girl.
What happened to what the hell's her name? Not the Inspiration, the other one.
Oh, you talking about Tennille Dashwood?
Yes.
As of right now, she hasn't signed anywhere right now.
She's gone. She dipped from Impact finally.
Yeah, she's officially. Yeah, it's official.
And do you
We should
think
go to-
it's wrong that the women's AEW coach keeps losing matches?
I mean, at this point in Madison's career, she's not there to win championships. It'd be nice, but I don't think that's what she's there for.
I get it. She's there to elevate the other women, but put her over, make her look good.
Make her win sometimes and then have her.
Yeah, make her win a match.
She doesn't need to be a women's champion, but have her in good matches. Give her good matches that tell a story.
I mean, that match she had with Serena Deeb was really good.
But actually,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that match. Yeah, that was a good match.
Most of the matches she's had are very good, but has she won a match yet?
She won her debut match.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, that makes sense. But-
Wasn't it Layla Gray she beat in her debut match?
I think so.
Maybe.
But I just think that to me, she's been in the business for a while. Yes, she made a lot of her popularity in Impact Wrestling or TNA at the time, but she's pretty damn good at what she does.
She really is. AEW got to steal with her, bring her in as a coach.
I don't know. I still think that the best BP member was still Lacey Von Erich.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got a lot done in that group.
She did. Better than Angelina Love or Velvet Sky.
Oh, okay.
What is Velvet Sky been relegated to? A commentator on NWA? Come on.
She retired. That's why. But okay.
And
Did they
Angelina
ever
Love,
really retire, Rod?
just a valet now?
What happened?
Isn't she just managing now?
No, Angelina wrestles.
Velvet needs to come out of retirement. The beautiful people need to get back.
Oh yeah. I mean, if she was really going to come out of retirement, she wouldn't have gave Tim Storm her championship series win.
Why did she retire? Is she injured?
Maybe concussions. Who knows? You know, like she.
A lot of wrestlers retired due to concussions, like Christopher Nowinski, poor guy. Guy was finally getting some good momentum and he got concussions.
TK O'Ryan, same thing.
Really? Because there was a guy who got a lot of concussions and is wrestling on Wednesday.
Yeah, but he was also gone for 2 years too, though. So
what's he doing? What is he doing to take precautions now?
Probably just not doing. He's not doing the flying headbutt anymore.
2 years might have been the best thing that happened to him.
He's
Like,
not
look
doing
at
headbutts
Edge.
anymore.
No one in their right mind would have thought Edge would have wrestled again after his neck. But now, he's back.
They changed their styles up. They don't do some of those moves that put pressure on.
Like, no offense,
body
but
parts.
yeah, you're not going to get Edge in another TLC match. That will not happen ever again.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, you got to protect yourself. That's why when he did that, when Bryan Danielson did that move with what's his name, Daniel
Garcia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got you.
Because they was probably protected when he took that shot to the head with the stairs and the DDT, but one wrong move, it's still risky when you're someone who has a history of concussions.
Right.
Your head, you're still taking a shot with your head. I think it's still risky.
Boom, headshot.
Boom. The boom shot. Yeah, that. Oh man, but anyway. All right. Bring us somewhere, Chuck.
Trying to think what else is happening in wrestling right now.
Well, if you think Friday alone next week, it's going to be a crazy night for wrestling.
Well, you have Victory Road. What else?
You got Grand Slam, Rampage 2 hours, SmackDown, Level Up. So from between 8 to 10, 8 to midnight next Friday is gonna be freaking nuts for wrestling.
Well, I'll watch my SmackDown. I'll watch my 2 hours of Rampage. Then I'll go to sleep because I don't care about anything else.
But here's the thing, Chuck, and you've said this yourself. Impact puts on really good pay-per-views.
I can't argue that.
In my opinion, they put on the best ones this year overall.
But even though I missed it, but knowing that the Motor City Machine Guns wrestled a great match on another promotion.
Yep.
I
They're
can't wait to see them
Impact
next
guys,
week
though,
against
Chuck.
Aussie Open. That's gonna be a hell of a match.
I like the Motor City Machine Guns. I can't hate on them. They're great.
I mean, the match they had with the Good Brothers on Wednesday was great.
There's a lot of people you can't hate on because there's a lot of great talent on that roster. You might disagree with the way some of them are being used.
No, that's exactly how I feel. Like they have great wrestlers. They just have terrible writing, which is why I think it's boring.
Mm.
I
mean, they're using one of their wrestlers correctly. Alicia Edwards should keep losing the way she's
Okay,
losing.
here we go. I knew. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
She's still wrestling?
Yes.
I forget who
She
beat
good?
her, but
It was Killer Kelly.
I'm surprised that match was longer than it was. And didn't she originally tag with Renee Michelle in one of the companies?
I believe so, but that's gonna be a hell of a match at Victory Road, though. Killer Kelly versus Thompson Steels. That's gonna be a hell of a match.
That's going to be a great match.
I like Killer Kelly.
Keep the momentum on Kelly. Keep the momentum on Kelly. Make her an unstoppable force like they're doing with Masha Slamovich.
Basically, they're taking Killer Kelly's Ring of Honor shtick and they brought it to Impact. That's actually pretty cool.
Wait, so I'm trying to remember, was Killer Kelly, so Killer Kelly was Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
But what promotion did she tag with Renee Michelle? Because that was the first time I ever saw Renee Michelle. Fuck, I should have asked her. I should have asked her when I saw her, because I remember Killer Kelly, but she had like a hoodie on. And
Actually, I tell a lie. No, I'm thinking, wait, what, I thought, no, that's not Ring of Honor. She was NXT UK in progress. I tell a lie. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of, I'm confusing her with Kelly Klein. Never mind. Killer Kelly, different person, but I did like Killer Kelly in NXT UK.
she was
She
in
had,
NXT UK?
What?
She was in NXT UK?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember her, I'm telling you, I don't remember if it was Impact, if it was NWA. She tagged with Renee Michelle. I don't know, or maybe it was AEW. I don't remember.
It was Impact.
It was Impact?
It was Impact.
Okay,
I'm
so
reading
she
it.
came back.
Because I didn't watch it, so I'm reading it.
So they I guess they rebranded her then, because she looks stronger than they made her in the last time.
Kind of like what they did with Deanna.
They really, really, really changed Deanna.
And that's another talent WWE definitely dropped the ball on.
I
They had no
agree.
idea what they had with her.
Deanna Purrazzo is great, and that's another thing. When you talk shit about Impact, you're talking about Impact did wonders for Deanna Purrazzo.
Like, that I agree with. That I actually agree with. She's a lot better.
Impact.
Because she is the state of the knockout division, even still.
Please, 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 please get rid of Rosemary. Put her in
That's
like.
not gonna happen. She's
Put
like,
her in. Oh, by the way,
good luck with it.
am I hearing things, or are they rebranding NXT again?
It's still
I'm
might be
hearing-
2.0, but like they're bringing back a lot of the things they had with Black and Gold back.
That guy that I showed you, who made that comment about New Japan, also did a rant about NXT. It's like, this is not Black and Gold, because he's showing their new colors. It's
Right.
like white and gold or something.
Right. I saw that. I saw the new colors. Yeah, it's like white and gold.
He's funny. Whoever that guy is, the TikTok guy.
Is TikTok guy? Yeah, I saw the one video you sent me of him hating on New Japan and Okada. I thought it was actually funny.
Like he also did one with. He also did the skit with Jericho. Having a locker room meeting with AEW and Moxley was there. And then when Tony Khan shows up, they're all like, you should leave now, Tony. This is my company. Yeah. You should go away right now. Let us handle business. Go.
I should find it.
It was hilarious.
That sounds like a good time.
I mean, there's a lot of good like wrestling content out there that makes fun of things that are going on, but I don't know. There are the cool fans, and then there are like the fans that ruin it for everyone.
The ones that complain about it.
Yeah, you know who those fans are? The ones that are in the fantasy leagues. They ruin it for fucking everybody.
I know. They're
the worst, all of them.
They make comments for other people who are enjoying what their matches, and they're like
make comments.
Side comment.
That's out there. There are other groups out there too. Like that.
And then other people are putting them in management roles, and they shouldn't be in management roles, and they ruin it for everyone else.
Direct jab.
It's always a direct jab because it's not the first time I've said it.
I know.
On this show.
We should get that person on this show.
What? Do you really want me to leave the show?
Oh my god.
No, I wouldn't replace you. No, that would be terrible.
No, I'm saying, like, do you really not want me to be on an episode that badly?
He walked out.
He's gonna walk out on the episode. Apparently, this sounds like a terrible idea. No, we can't have you walk out on an episode. That would be cool. No, we won't have her on. All right.
The thing with me and Steve, that was a joke, and that was a work. But this
is a shoot.
No.
This is a shoot.
Dude. If you want people to change the channel, go ahead. If you really hate our show that much, go ahead.
I love our show, so I'm not going to do that.
Honestly, yeah. And the reason I left the fantasy wrestling this time was not because, I had the opportunity to be in a different group or whatever, or the group that Amanda started that Hannah now took over, and which is we're not going to even mention what happened, who destroyed that group, because we already did. Click. Anyway, but for talking about fantasy wrestling. EOW, Rod's baby, EOW.
Rod's pride and joy in life.
Right, which next season will be season number 20.
Because honestly, I was just like, I have to go get my car washed the same time. I don't know. I was just like, I just don't have the time anymore. I just don't want to put in the,
That's why I'm not such a winning guy anymore, because I'm not keeping up like I normally do.
Yeah, it was fun for a while. Then it got ruined for me, and I tried to go back to it, and I was just like, I'm just not feeling it now. It was fun, but
it's been clicked away for you.
Yeah, it clicked out for me.
Yeah, I guess it stopped clicking, huh?
Stopped clicking big time.
Yeah.
Even though Rod did the right thing and got a better leader for the other group, but it just for me was like, all right, I can't. I don't really want to do this.
I miss Amanda running things. I'm Team Amanda. If Amanda never left, I would have went back to Strong Style.
You know what? If it had Amanda,
I got out when I needed to. I repped Strong Style strongly.
Amanda is fun. I don't know Hannah at all. Am I saying her name right?
It's
Yeah.
Hannah, yeah. It's
I
Hannah.
don't know her. She seems cool as hell,
She's cool. She's cool.
but I don't know how she runs.
From the quizzing groups, that's where I met her at.
Oh,
Just Rod, the quiz groups, because this is how cool Rod is. He spends the other part of his time doing wrestling quizzes against people. Is that still a thing, Rod?
No, not anymore.
That was huge for a while.
Yeah, that was.
just like I don't know, man.
I thought our quiz group was the best group.
It was.
Oh yeah, you guys. From what you were telling me, you guys had some fun rivalries in it.
No, we legit. It was fun times.
But what I was saying is that, like, I don't know, like, I'm now starting to go out again, leave the house more. I don't know.
Right, exactly. It's hard.
It just felt like, okay, I'm still a big fan, but I just don't want to do fantasies right now. That's just how
I still like my shows I watch. I still like doing this with you guys. We're going to continue to do these for the listening audience. And, yeah, we're going to keep moving forward, kids.
Moving forward, we're clicking back in action the right way.
I don't think that's going to click.
It's not clicking. No, it's not clicking at all. Not clicking with me at all. But anyway, back on topic. So we talked a bit about Victory Road. Bound for Glory's coming up. What the fuck is coming up? Extreme Rules. Ronda versus Liv.
In the Extreme Rules match.
Let's go, Ronda.
But here's the thing.
Oh, I gotta invite Shanice over for that. She'll enjoy that.
If they're really going to do this Logan Roman match,
I heard that was a crown jewel.
does it have to be for the title? Can't he lose the title?
You're not gonna have it non-title. I can tell you that now.
What happened, Rod?
No, you're not gonna have that match for non-title though. That's for sure.
Why can't you?
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Because the Princess Sorty's gonna win a title match.
Oh, okay, fair point. All right, yeah, he's got a point.
But you know what? I think 3 years is enough. No. What is he? The next Hulk Hogan or the next Bruno Sammartino?
Yeah, at least we're not going to get one of those stupid ass Brock squash matches at freaking Crown Jewel this year. It's like if your name's not Roman Reigns, you're going up against Lesnar, you get squashed.
Why can't Drew McIntyre? Why can't they put those two in? Oh, because it's going to be him and Cross. So who is going to face Reigns at Extreme Rules, or is Reigns?
Extreme Rules.
Here's what's going wrong with it already. Like Cross should be the next in line to be like a title contender, but you know what's going to happen? Cross ain't going to win the title. It's going to be Theory's going to swoop in and cash in eventually and win the belt. That's how it's going to happen. It's going to be like when you had Wade Barrett like in that title contention, and Wade Barrett when he first came in was like fighting the title, but then you forget that Miz was there, and then you watched the Miz sweep in and take the title, and Barrett never got the title.
But Miz beat Randy Orton, not Barrett.
But Randy Orton beat Barrett.
Exactly. Yes, I know. That made him Mr. Intercontinental title guy, and then that made him see you later guy.
And that made him tell you that he was afraid he had some bad news. Yeah. I miss Bad News Barrett. Problem with that gimmick was they canned it too quickly because he got too over with it. They didn't want to get him over.
Plus, if Triple H was in charge back then, that would have probably worked.
He would have been
world champion if he could have stayed healthy.
Yeah. And then they had Ryback beat him. Not deserving.
Wait, isn't Ryback like a better champion than Bray Wyatt?
Yes, according to Rod.
Isn't that, even though he's never won the title?
Okay. I've never said that, but okay.
According to Chuck,
Ryback was better than Bray Wyatt because Ryback had won championship gold.
Oh, okay, at the time, yes.
Oh, you mean he won what? Intercontinental Championship gold, which
Yes,
was
he's still
quickly
the only
taken away
person
from
in
him.
history to ever
But-
win it inside the chamber. So no one else has ever won the IC title inside the elimination chamber except for Ryback.
All right. Well, they haven't. Have they ever had a IC title elimination chamber match other than that? I don't think so.
But you know,
So then yes. So yes, he would be a man of history
he's
because
still the first to do it. Even if they did have another one, he'd still be the first person to do it.
that's such a stupid historical fact.
Not really.
It's such like a useless fact because like there's no value to Ryback and there's no value to the Intercontinental title. There should be, but there's not.
I'm pretty sure that Triple H just made the title valuable again where it is now.
Slowly getting
Not
back to it.
only did they keep the title on Walter, but they brought Imperium back.
Which was smart.
I mean, I'm just happy that we finally got it defended on pay-per-view. It's been like how long? Since
I will never, ever, ever call him Gunther.
I agree.
He is Walter.
I'm not either.
He is Walter.
He is Walter.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Fabian.
and this is the thing that pisses a lot of people off. I kind of get that point. You let go freaking Carter because he was doing the freaking whole Nazi salute, but yet you renamed Walter after a Nazi war commander.
Wait a minute. That's not why they got rid of Carter.
Yeah.
Nash Carter?
You didn't see that picture with him with the Hitler mustache doing the Hitler salute? Doing
But that's not why they got rid of him.
Oh, yes, that is.
No, because of what the zombie queen said.
No, that was not the reason why. That picture is why he got let go. When she posted that picture, that's why he got let go. Not because of the allegations. It was because he posted that picture. She posted of him doing it.
I mean, the same people who are bitching because they want to cancel Metallica because Jason, who said 30 years ago, did a Nazi salute on stage. So, we got to cancel Metallica now, too.
JBL do a Nazi salute on stage and still have a job?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all double standards. People are sensitive.
Yeah, JBL did the salute. I'm pretty sure he did in Germany, and he got fined and suspended.
He got fired from his job at CNBC for doing that, though. So he didn't get completely unscathed.
Okay, yeah, but he was also, you know what, though? Yeah, it's in poor taste, yes, but
that dude, look, he didn't get shot. He did it in Germany.
He took being a heel too far.
Yeah, pretty much.
But then again, can you really take that too far when you're supposed to be hated?
It's one of those things where
Controversial.
it's
And
controversial. It's the doing bad things in good taste kind of thing, not doing the bad things in bad taste. It's one thing to do.
I personally think doing that shit is wrong. I mean, he did it, and he did it because he wanted to get heat, but yeah, he shouldn't have done it.
Like, I know everybody was okay with it at the time, but it was like when Randy Orton told Rey Mysterio that the chances of him winning the title were the same as Eddie Guerrero coming back to life. Like, yeah, they all agreed to it. They were all okay with it, but it was also still in poor taste. Like, yeah, they were all okay with it, but like, it was still in poor taste.
Or they still do that shit, though. I mean,
It
what
pisses
you
me off when
mean
they do it.
as poor taste as taking a shot at Luke Perry?
Oh, that was a terrible poor. That was definitely in poor taste. I agree.
Obviously, everyone approved it.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody was okay with it, but it wasn't. I think it's
That
poor
don't make it
taste.
okay. I mean, you gotta prove it. That didn't make it okay.
Exactly. Just because they approve, I agree. Like, just because you approve something doesn't mean it's okay to do that.
Jack Perry obviously didn't have a problem with it if he allowed it to happen.
Right. No, of course. It's still in poor taste, though.
Yeah, it was in poor taste, but Jack Perry obviously let it happen. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't have happened.
That's true. But Christian's doing his due diligence because he's getting Jack Perry over.
Is he injured right now?
Yeah, that's why that match was so short.
Because now Jack Perry's just like having random matches. He's about to face Ray Phoenix.
That's gonna be a great match.
Agreed.
Why not focus on him versus Luchasaurus right now? Because that,
I don't know.
are we going to leave that alone? Luchasaurus attacked him, and are we going to just pretend it never happened, or will they hopefully have Luchasaurus interfere with this match?
It could be that. We'll see.
I mean, they could be setting up for us getting that match at Full Gear.
Yeah.
Why did they? I don't know why they delayed. It's just weird. Like, oh, he's a bad guy, but oh no, he's still on Jungle Boy's side. But oh no, he's not on Jungle Boy's side.
Work in the audience.
True.
Because you know what wrestling is?
Oh,
Work.
no, it's not. You mean it's not real?
No, that's right.
You mean
Yeah.
that
Everything
they
you thought you knew, you don't, because it's fake. It's a work.
Oh no, I did not know that they were characters and that Luchasaurus.
I'm sorry that I just broke your spirit on that one. Rod, I'm sorry I broke your spirit too.
Pipe down over there, degenerate.
Because Rod still thinks it's real.
Oh yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time I really met Rod when I was like 10 years old at Madison Square Garden at the
told
Spire
us
Series?
With this story.
Told
It's
us.
still good. I'm still
You told
telling it.
it with that dude who was on our podcast too.
Oh yeah, we did. I'm gonna keep telling it.
Because
It's
he's
true.
degenerate.
Yeah, and Rod was in front of me. He was getting all bent out of shape. It was like, I guess his mom didn't tell him that wrestling was fake.
That's a degenerate, I swear.
I mean, you say that like, if you say that to someone like, Gangrel or guys
You'll
who've
get your
been
ass
doing
kicked.
this for years, they're gonna
Exactly.
really beat the crap out of you, and then they're gonna say, "Is it? Is it?"
Like, oh, I know. So maybe it's a good thing that Gangrel hasn't seen our show yet.
He's gonna say, "Oh, it's that guy who wears the white socks."
With the skid marks.
I told you the story. He looked at my socks and was making fun of me.
Right, and I was reminding, and I'm sure he made a comment about your tidy whities too.
It's like, I don't know. It's like, yes, the stories, there's stories that you're telling, but these guys are busting their ass and breaking their backs to do these moves
Right?
and hurting themselves.
They don't get stunt doubles. You think Mick Foley had a stunt double or Undertaker do
no.
He's a glorified stuntman.
It's like it's weird when you say the word fake. It's fucking, it's the F word.
It is the F word.
But the
Fake
same
is a 4-letter word.
Why is it every fucking time they have this event at Respectable Street, it fucking rains?
Because life happens.
They always book, I'm going to a concert later, and every year that they have this concert, it fucking rains.
Who's playing?
Front 242 is the big band. They're like
Cool.
an industrial band from way back.
Sure.
But I think they're industrial. But then you got like a lot of the locals, like 1983 and Thirst is going to be there again this year. Hopefully, I'll be able to see their set this time. My back won't give out like it did last year. It's a bunch of bands, but it's going to suck when they have to play outside if it rains later. Because right now the weather is kind of shitty. I'm looking outside.
Right.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Like predetermined, yes, and all that shit. But it's I don't know,
it's
man.
Still real. It's still a sport.
I don't agree with the word fake. I don't agree.
I think it's like anything else. It's predetermined. It's exaggerated to a point, but it's not fake.
CM
Like,
Punk and Adam Page do have backstage shit going on, even though, you know, it was showing in the match too, but there is shit behind the scenes going on.
They basically did the best they could after being told you need to fucking deliver.
And, you know, they had that little thing that happened between Sammy and Eddie, and they're still going to work together.
It's true.
You know, like, yeah, shit happens, and people play their roles, like their
Right.
bad guy roles and their good guy roles, but they're still putting their bodies on the line at the end of the day.
Yeah. There's still
And you can
people at the
still
end of the
get
day. Yeah.
seriously injured if you do shit the wrong way.
Right. And I'm sure none of them are exactly waking up feeling good in the morning after a brutal match. I'm sure,
Wasn't
you know,
isn't Omega still feeling the effects of?
Of course he is, because he's banged up. I mean, he's healed. He took a lot of time, but he's still banged up because he really, really was beat up worse than people realized.
And for anyone who says, like, you know, fake, I mean, look at Omega, who keeps coming back.
Right.
Not for nothing. Yeah, Punk made a huge embarrassment of the company, but he's another guy who would fight through an injury.
Yeah. He has them many times. That's actually why he left in 2014.
I know.
Because he had major injuries. It turns out he had a full-blown MRSA staph infection.
Yeah, there was the staph infection. I know about that.
Yeah.
And
So
that was the whole controversy with him calling the doctor out.
Yep.
But I still don't approve of how he behaved at All Out, but
I don't either.
you
I don't
can't
either.
say
I love
that
Punk, but I
he's not
agree.
good at what he does. His
I like him
attitude.
as an in-ring character. I like him as a wrestler. I'm sure as an everyday guy, he's probably okay. But as a person behind the scenes in wrestling, I don't like him.
Yeah,
right now.
neither do I.
He's a
I don't
bitter
like.
He's a bitter little bitch right now, and it's annoying. Like, I don't understand what he's so bitter about. Like, he has nothing to complain about.
He fucking ruined it for everyone who's trying to, like, you know, trying to make AEW stand out.
Right.
That's how I feel. And, you know, for the Bucks and Omega's part in it, I don't know. Did they start that? Are they talking shit behind the scenes? I don't know. I wasn't there.
We weren't. We don't know. We don't know.
But
It could be responsibility on both ends.
They obviously did not like what he had to say at the press conference, and everyone was heated, and everyone just worked their asses off. So,
right.
I wasn't there. I wasn't in the room. I don't know. I can't speculate shit.
No, we can't. We can only hear what's reported and be like, oh, damn, that's fucked up, or damn, that's crazy.
But here's the thing, and as guys that we're doing, you know, I feel like we do have a responsibility as a podcast to be accurate about what we talk about. And
I agree.
You see the reports, and people are basing reports on Pro Wrestling Insider, Fightful. My question is Fightful reliable?
I don't know. I don't really read Fightful, so I don't really know.
To me, are these reliable sources? You know, like,
Fightful is usually reliable.
Who can you believe?
Sapp is usually very reliable.
What?
Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful is usually very reliable.
Who's spilling the beans? Who's leaking the information?
That's a good question.
The dumb marks who think they know more than the people behind the scenes. You fucking mark.
What? But here's the thing. Why are you doing it? What? You know what? It really shouldn't be our business.
It shouldn't.
Like, it shouldn't matter to us. Yet we obviously saw what happened at the press conference. But you know what? why do you need to report that shit? Why do we need to hear about Thunder Rosa locked herself in the bathroom after allegedly kicking Jamie Hayter in the face? You know what I mean? What? This is shit that you're hearing about. Is it real? Is it bullshit? We don't know.
We don't know.
But why should, you know?
We can only speculate based on what we read.
But that's the
I don't know.
thing. This is the shit that bothers me. And then why did we have to hear that Braun Strowman was coming back? Because, you know, why couldn't we just be surprised about it? Why did it have to be leaked?
Because Rod loves spoilers, that's why.
Oh yeah.
Because it was leaked, obviously, because people were talking about, well, Braun Strowman might be coming back on Monday, and he did.
Because people have nothing better to do but to read dirt sheets all day.
How cool would it have been if Braun Strowman didn't come back on Monday and they pushed it to the following week just to shut people up?
That's what they should have done.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah. But they kind of embellish on that because it's guaranteed, because they realize that that's guaranteed ratings.
Yeah, okay, it's guaranteed ratings, but let's shut people up for a change.
I agree. Their ratings aren't gonna hurt, but I think that's where I think people and fans and the viewpoints get it crooked. Is that WWE is going to do whatever they need to do to get their ratings, so they'll let shit leak because it'll guarantee more viewers. I think that's the only reason they do it.
Coming back, the Fiend's going to replace Matt Riddle. Nope, that's not what happened.
And I'm glad it wasn't.
That's
sure
not what happened. They still had
I'm sure the Fiend will be back, but I'm sure they'll do it right. I'm really glad that he's my friend.
Who?
Bray Wyatt.
Oh my God.
I'm really glad that he's my friend, and that is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Oh my God. Yeah, I agree. I actually just said something I'll never say a lot. I agree with Rod on this one. Oh my God.
You know, like my obnoxiousness.
When Rod and I are on the same page, there's something wrong.
That's true. It's like me and Rod being on the same page. There's something wrong.
When Rod and I agree on something,
I know it's bad. It's you know things bad when we start agreeing with Rod. Because Rod has such a short-sighted view on the state of pro wrestling.
Right.
you should have been at the. It would have been if you came to the show with me the night of All Out. You would have loved the baby face with the mullet, 80s rocker guy, who lost his match, which I'm happy about. But you would have loved it. You would have eaten it up. You would have booed the hell out of Ariel Levy, the CCW champion. You would have booed the hell out of him, and you would have praised the annoying baby face who was just that, annoying as hell.
Oh boy.
Rod loves all the annoying baby faces. He's the biggest John Cena mark on the planet.
Because John Cena's the man, but that's besides the point.
But why do the good guys have to be nauseating?
Rod, answer that question. Why are baby faces so boringly nauseating?
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's go.
Go, Ricky, go. Go, Ricky, go. Go, Ricky, go.
I mean, but these guys, the baby faces, yeah, clap. Shut the fuck up.
Let's go, Cena sucks. Let's go, Cena.
You know what? Yeah, I was there. I'm friendly with people who wrestle and shit. But you know what? As a fan, I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna think how I'm gonna think. I'm gonna act how I'm gonna act. I don't like. You may be cool as fuck at the end of the day, but while you're performing, and that's the role you're gonna play, I'm gonna taunt the shit out of you because I don't like that character. I don't like that character that even Evan Bourne played. Yeah, let's go. Woo! Fuck you.
Evan Airborne, yeah.
Don't fucking like those guys. Sometimes
attacking
the
Rod's
the
entire
heel
roster of
fits me off.
wrestling.
What?
You're attacking Rod's entire roster of wrestling, all his
Oh, like
guys.
you're such a degenerate.
I'm attacking Rod's reason for being a fan, you mean?
Oh yeah.
Reason for existing?
Oh my God, don't listen to that degenerate.
Come on, Rod. You would be there cheering for the good guy and saying how unfair the bad guy's being. You're a
Shoot, a
cheater.
miscarriage of justice. A travesty.
Oh, you should.
Ian Riccaboni would love Rod.
In that cage match.
Ian Riccaboni and Rod would get along so well.
I would love to do commentary with Ian Riccaboni.
You both of you. Yeah, he did a bad thing. I agree with you. He did a very bad thing.
Oh, we would.
That sounds like the worst commentary team ever.
Yeah.
Sounds like the worst commentary team ever.
Going for the no, ref, why weren't you watching? Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
I can't,
You need a heel style manager to combat that.
Dude,
That's why Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan were such great partners.
I would have loved to do it, but I obviously can't.
What happened?
I would have loved to be that guy to go tell the fans to go fuck off, but I suck at the training, so.
If I had a better physical condition when I was younger, I would totally be a great heel manager.
Dude, seriously, if I did it when I was younger and didn't let people talk me out of it, I might have been
all
okay.
Right. You might have done all right, and you would have gotten good heat. You know who would actually get great heat as a wrestler, even though he thinks he'd be the greatest babyface of all? Rod. Rod would be a great heel.
Oh my God.
And Rod would probably be so good of a good guy, he'd get booed out of the building.
He would get New Day treatment, and then he would blame on the fans being haters.
Yeah. And there you go. No more Mr. Main Event.
Because Mr. Main Event would turn heel, or it would actually be more over the top because now he would be a heel doing it, like the New Day did, and then he'd eventually actually get over.
He'd say like,
he'd actually get over.
The fans are wrong about me. You can't trust the fans, right, Rod?
Well, the fans can be very fickle at times. That's for sure.
Hey, Daniel Bryan's promos about being fickle were gold because they were accurate as fuck.
You know what? I'm sure, I'm sure people see me like that. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
You're not fickle, dude. You're pretty consistent with your opinions.
Look, dude, I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up.
Sure.
There was someone at the show who's like tight with one of the companies, one of the indie companies, helps out, could be, and does a lot of heckling and is pretty damn annoying at it.
Right.
This person said, and I'm usually all for it because it helps with the show, but I have to be the asshole now because this person made a comment to me that pissed me off.
Sure.
Someone offered me a free ticket.
Okay.
I even asked how much. Like, no, it's free. Thank you, and I appreciate that my friend for doing that for me. Otherwise, every show that I've been to, except the one time that I helped out when I was legitimately trying to train,
right,
I pay for every time I go to a wrestling show.
Right.
I pay. And this person made a comment, did you pay for how much did you pay for the ticket? And when I mentioned that a friend of mine hooked me up, I got a look.
That's so fucked up.
I'm not allowed to accept something from someone? The one time that someone offered me something, I'm not allowed?
Right.
I pay my way all the time.
Right.
I'm not allowed?
Right.
And I helped clean up, I helped break down shit at the end because I love the company, the company and shit. And I love being helpful,
Right.
whether or not I'm a paying fan or hell, I tried training and you know what? I couldn't do it. My back wouldn't allow me. So I'm back to going to the shows and paying to see them. The one time someone offered me a ticket, I'm being judged, really?
Fuck that.
And that pissed me off. That really pissed me off.
I'm sure.
It wasn't even a wrestler who made the comment. It was someone who, yeah, she helps out, whatever, and she
Right.
does, and she does help out, and she's like an honorary member of the company. But
Right.
come on, but you know what? For that, it's like back the fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much.
It pissed me off enough to bring it up on the show because you know what?
That's not
I'm
cool.
not going to point out who the person is and whatnot. I'm not calling the person out, even though I mentioned the heckling and all that shit. Okay, yeah, you do your job in the crowd doing that, even though you're annoying as hell when you do it, but you're still doing it and you're still bringing a lot to the show by being the person to scream either at the bad guys or the good guys. But that person had really, to me, had no right to fucking say that because it made me feel like you're saying I'm trying to get in to get freebies, and that's bullshit. Because
Right.
with the exception of actually helping out at a show, being there early, helping set up and doing breakdown, mopping the floors and shit. The only other time that and you know what? I was out, I didn't watch the show. I was helping watching a merch booth. I wasn't really watching, you know what I mean? So the only time someone offered me a free ticket, like to get a free ticket, which was a VIP thing, it was offered to me. I didn't beg for it. You know what I mean? So don't make me like that. Don't come at me like that.
Right.
I'm gonna bring this up because it just made me. Why are you trying to make me feel like shit? Are you calling me a mark? What is it you're trying to say?
Right.
And I saw her. She gave me a look like, oh, of course. Like, really? Really? You know what? It's just, yeah, because you ask anyone, and I even said to that person, I said, you know what? I even said, I asked how much it costs. If someone's gonna be cool and like offer me something and I'm not, and I didn't even ask.
Right.
For it, said, hey, my friend can't go. Do you want the ticket? Sure. How much? It's a free ticket. Okay, thank you.
Right. Yeah, no, that's I agree with you. It's like if someone offers you a ticket and you take it, then why is the heat on you? You were
I get it. You help out in the business and you help out in the company, and and a lot of people respect you for what you do. But why do you have? But yeah, because I'm some guy who just kind of showed up out of nowhere, and I want to make friends with people. And I'm the bad guy for that's fucked up to me.
It's pretty shitty.
I'm a fan, so yeah, I'm a fan, and I tried to relive my dream for 2 weeks. I tried to do something I didn't get to do when I was younger for 2 weeks, and I was the one who chose to leave it because of my back. That was me.
Right.
Why? But you know what else? I also came to a show months after, and not only did I pay for my ticket, I told them I want to help you clean up.
Right.
You know what? Because I wanted to. I mopped the floor. I made, and I helped clean up garbage and shit like that,
Right.
even though I paid my ticket. So you're really
Yep.
going to tell me, you're really going to question me about that because I happen to know people who are in a wrestling company? Really?
That's silly.
It just pisses me off that like that I can't just be a guy who can't just like what I like.
Right.
And yes, I might have gotten a peak, but still, I'll go to the shows. I'm going to boo who I'm going to boo. But at the end of the day, I'm going to hug that person and say, yo, you did a good job.
Right.
I'm still going to shake your hand. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
So
agree.
I'm a fan, but I love this shit.
No, it's a good time. It's a good time to go to live events. Speaking of Rod, are we going to big time wrestling when it comes around? When you're in New York? Is that gonna be a thing, Rod?
No.
What? What was that, Roddy?
Let me tell you, that NXT show I went to when I got that she was always Stark was fun as hell. Sometimes the live events are more fun than like the Raws and SmackDowns and stuff.
See, Rod, if you were with me at the events, I probably wouldn't be I probably wouldn't have been as like fanboyish as I was talking to some of those people sounding. And I know she looked at me like I said, where are you going to end up next? She's like, I can't tell you that. I'm like, yeah, that's true. Because it's like I couldn't think of the right thing to say, and I felt like an idiot, but it was still cool to meet people.
Well, I kind of made that mistake with Willie Yuta on the cruise. I was like, so what's the plan for you? Because he was kind of doing AEW and New Japan at the strong at the time. He was just like, yeah, I think he was like, I'm focused on AEW right now. That was all he said because it was an AEW event.
Yeah.
But I knew he was kind of going that way anyway. But I was just curious because I was praising him for his New Japan strong stuff and his Ring of Honor stuff.
I mean, oh, by the way, I'm going to say, by the way, yeah, I got in for free, but oh no, I gave a wrestler money for a picture so that they could earn money on the road. Oh, how dare I?
I know. Why would you give wrestler money to get money on the road? I mean, why would you do that?
I supported someone. Oh man, but how dare me accepting a free ticket? How dare me? How dare I?
How dare you accept the free ticket? Here's where you messed up. Here's where you fucked it up. You took a picture with a wrestler and you supported him. That's really where you fucked up, man.
Yeah. How dare I do the same thing and pay, double the amount for a picture? You know what I mean? How dare I put money in someone's pocket?
It was like the time Rod left his autograph with Brian Cage by Brian Cage's table. How dare he?
And Melissa Santos was nice enough to hang on to it for me.
She was super cool. Actually, he was cool too, though.
Yeah, they were. They both was.
Yeah, they were cool.
It sucks he couldn't compete because he was injured, but he was cool. They were great.
This is when, people should just shut the hell up. Seriously, I'm not asking people to reveal fucking secrets to me. It's like, my buddy, a friend of mine won his match and he said, yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. And I said, dude, I didn't want you to. I wanted to see the match the way it was.
Right.
But I said to him, I knew that I knew it was going to be you because you're the fucking underdog right now. And it's great to see you fucking get that opportunity. Good for you. Good for you, you know?
Right.
That's, I don't know, man. It's like a weird thing, like, oh, I'm a fan, so automatically you're gonna put me in with those other guys that want to book their own dream matches and shit. I just want to see, you know, what looks good in the story, and I just want to fucking enjoy it.
Right.
And it's my right to fucking boo and cheer whoever the fuck I want.
Right.
It's my right to fucking heckle you during the show.
If I think you suck. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or I think you're great. Or I'm going to praise you to death because I think you're wonderful. Yeah, and I'm allowed to because I pay good money to see that.
Right?
You know what I don't have the right to do is, like, I don't have the right to make signs and talk about something personal about the person who's in the ring.
No, that's not
Like,
cool.
like what happened to Nyla Rose. I don't have that right.
No, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But I do have the right to say boo. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to say, dude, I really love what you did out there.
Right. And
It's like,
most wrestlers, even though they know you're booing them, if you say it to them, they'll appreciate that.
Yeah, it's like I said that to a wrestler after he was all. I love Dragon Ball Z, and he was basically doing a Dragon Ball Z, like he was, you know, he was doing a tribute to Vegeta in
Which
his,
is awesome.
and you know, but I was booing him because he was the good guy and my friend was the bad guy, and I
Right.
was, you know, calling him a Vegeta ripoff and all that, and but at the end of the night, I said, no, it was cool meeting you, even though during your show, I was booing the hell out of you. He said, oh, come on. I was like, dude, you're playing your role, I'm playing mine.
And he probably appreciated that.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I get it.
But that's the thing with wrestling. Just because you play a good guy or a bad guy as a character doesn't mean that the person in real life is cool or not cool.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking Rebel was cool as shit on the cruise. She was bullshit with us for like 20 minutes about like random shit. She was awesome.
Jamie Hayter, you said, was cool as
she was cool as shit too. Yeah, Jamie Hayter was cool as shit too. She was like so young. She was like, "Oh, I'm a little nervous. I've never been on a cruise before," and we were just like, "Oh wow." She was like, you could tell she was so happy to be there because she had never been on a cruise before.
But
so you know, that cruise was a big deal for her.
But you could be Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
You know who was like really, really cool? You know, like Ivy Nile, man. She was freaking awesome.
Who was?
Ivy Nile.
When'd you meet her? Oh, at that event, right?
Yeah. Like she was interacting with the fans and stuff. Like you don't really see her interact with the fans too much on the, but at the show she was when she was managing Diamond Mine in that 8-man tag match they had.
I'm sure she's cool as hell.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they're just people, man. But they are going to, if they want to keep their character, they're going to be pieces of shit. That's how they're going to be, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, but MJF, you can tell.
MJF.
Yeah, but you can tell he's enjoying every second of that.
Exactly. But don't ever expect until the day he becomes he is the legit hero and not pretending to be one. Don't expect to ever have him be nice to you unless his character does that.
Right.
Unless you're one of the boys, unless you work with him,
right.
Don't expect him to be nice to you. Don't expect him to shake your hand. Don't expect him to not insult you.
Exactly. It's a character thing.
You're a mark. I'm a mark.
It's whether like he said, you fucking mark.
I'm still a mark. Whether or not I tried it out, I'm still a fucking mark.
We all are. It's fine.
Whether you like me or not, you know, whatever.
We're all marks in our own right.
Rant over. but that pissed me off enough to bring
Hey.
it up.
No, that's good. But I think on that note, I think we're cooling down now. I think it's cool. I think we're cooling down though, gents.
Final thoughts, Rod, because I'm talking over you.
Oh no,
You had a lot to say today.
this upcoming just Friday is gonna be a crazy night for wrestling. Like if you're a wrestling fan, I wouldn't make plans on this Friday. That's all I gotta say. A lot of good stuff on.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
SmackDown, a little Rampage, a little I don't know what else because I don't care. No I'm kidding.
Pipe down, hater.
I might watch Victory Road, I might not. But I think Bound for Glory, I'd rather save money to watch Bound for Glory because that's the bigger one.
Well,
I'll probably watch Bound for Glory, and then we'll have a
I
discussion. I'll pretend to be interested, but I won't really be.
Why don't you have what's his name pretend to be what's his name? Dirk
Dirk Moore.
pretend to be you so you could sleep during the impact discussion or something.
Oh man.
Don't give him that idea.
I mean,
Hey.
when I'll do the same when you guys talk about New Japan tournaments that are irrelevant to me because the same people win.
Speaking of that, what the hell's all these non-live shows on this tournament?
It's not a tournament, it's just a tour. And
That's why I made the tour.
tomorrow it's live again. I think all next week it's live again. I don't know why. I'll tell you. We'll get this out the way right
What's
now.
the card? Is it worth watching? What's the card?
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna get everything. I'm gonna tell you. Probably not. It's kind of a transitional time. Yeah, tomorrow is live, and then Friday's live.
You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see?
So that adds to already a freaking hectic, busy Friday then.
Here's what I want to see, Chuck and Rod. Hanma wins a match by pinfall.
And he scores the pinfall.
Yes.
Keep
Hanma wins
keep
a
dreaming.
match.
All right.
Also,
So
a young lion wins a match.
keep dreaming.
Surprise the fuck out of me.
Well, I mean, they do win matches against each other, so somebody's got to win.
Yes, that's true.
Actually,
But
true story, Rod. Most of those actually go to time limit draws.
But lately I've seen a few Young Lion matches where Young Lion one actually beats the other. I've seen a few of them.
Sometimes
I've seen it too. But
I've seen it.
But the way New Japan works, if you're in a multi-man match and you're a young lion, or if you're in a singles match against an established wrestler, the young lion's going to lose.
Yes.
Right. So check this out. Here's the card for tomorrow for New Japan. The first match is Bushi and Shingo against El Phantasmo and Kenta. You know what that means, Rod? I'm getting good points.
Wait,
Second,
who's fighting who?
it's Bushi and Shingo against Kenta and El Phantasmo in the first
Do you
match.
have El Phantasmo?
I have Phantasmo, and I now have Kenta.
Good, because if Bushi's in a match, that's another one.
Yeah,
he's the lowest person on the pecking order, so yeah.
Yeah,
he's a match eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're going in a match with Suzuki Gun and Taka Michinoku's in the match, yeah, you already know.
Or in United Empire, it's Gideon Gray now, who's teaming with Great O'Connor and Jeff Cobb against Hikuleo, Chase Owens, and Bad Luck Fale.
Yeah.
Gideon Gray?
What?
Who's Gideon Gray? I know that name.
He's in United Empire.
Is he one of the Aussies?
No, he's one of the other guys.
Is he the other guy?
They've expanded again. He's another guy that they brought in.
They got so many points, man. If these shows are live over Hiromu, man.
I know.
What happened to TJ? What's his face?
TJP?
Yeah.
He's still one half of the junior tag champs.
He's wrestling tomorrow.
But is he still in United Empire?
Yes.
Yeah, and from what I heard about what happened on Strong a couple weeks ago, looks like he might be Ross's next challenger.
I think so, yeah.
Who's his next challenger?
Fred Rosser. He's going to face Fred Rosser for the strong title. That's what they're kind of building towards.
He's the open weight champion.
Yeah, the never open strong one. Yeah, for the strong.
Why don't they just have a heavyweight title for strong?
I don't know.
They have, don't they have titles for strong now?
They have
Yeah,
what?
open the champs.
Aren't the Aussies the champions?
Yeah, they're the tag ones. Yeah. Yeah.
What they do? I don't know. I feel like New Japan should have a women's
What's going to
division.
happen like next year when like that women's division is supposed to be starting up?
In New Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, so it should. Okay.
Yeah, I guess the other company's going over to Japan because Bushiroad owns them and Stardom.
Oh God, as long as it's not, ugh. The I hate them.
You hate Japanese women wrestlers. It's so funny.
No, I don't.
Because you love Riho.
Well, I do like Kenta.
Hey, Rod, don't you love how upset he gets over Riho?
Oh,
I mean,
God,
Riho doesn't deserve a match. Riho sucks, but Akira Shida,
Sheeta's good. I like Sheeta.
Io Shirai, I never say anything negative about them.
Kai and Sky.
Kai and Sky.
I'm all about Kai and Sky.
Kai and Sky, yeah. I
All about them.
never talk badly about her, so I can't dislike all Japanese women wrestlers.
Like you could possibly say she's the greatest female in the history of NXT. You can make a strong case for her being that.
Emi Sakura sucks. Rio sucks. That Yuki sucks.
Everything you put in that couple as a female NXT. She's won a War Game. She's won a Dusty Cup. She had a 100
Kairi Sane
as a
Kairi
NXT champion.
Kairi Sane.
100 as an NXT Women's Champion.
You talking about Kairi Sane?
No, I'm talking about Io Shirai.
Asuka.
Oh, Asuka. I'm over Asuka, even though I like Asuka, I'm over Asuka.
To beat the woman, you gotta beat the woman.
I'm seriously over Asuka though.
Yeah, well, I'm just waiting because at some point, the quote unquote queen is coming back at some point.
Zelina, my favorite. I love her. She's so beautiful.
Not her.
Where is Zelina?
Injured. I'm talking about Charlotte.
I know.
Oh, my other favorite queen. I know, she's great. I love Charlotte.
Speaking of Zelina Vega, should the House of Black continue without Malachi Black?
I mean, after what Brody King said, looks like they're going to.
Obviously, yeah, I mean, they are, but Brody King can talk, but Malachi was just a better leader.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Anyway,
Brody's never been a good leader. He was a good leader for Violence Unlimited.
Yes, he was. But...
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
All right, so let's I think we should put a pin in it.
Yeah,
we were getting there.
Okay, I'll let you. All right, so thanks for being a part of Attention Wrestling Disorder, Chuck.
All over the place, all the ADDs.
Hey, it's always fun times. It's been a while, but it's good.
Yeah,
we'll keep them going. A couple weeks, we'll do another one. We'll get back in the groove, and we'll keep talking wrestling with everybody. But until then,
as long as Rod's head doesn't get stuck in the toilet again, and we'll be on time this time. What?
Oh, as long as
it's actually I'm going to take heat for this. It was my computer was acting a fool. I'll take the heat. It's my computer. It's all right. Don't blame Rod. It's my fault. I'm the bad guy. Hey, yo, Chico. I'm the bad guy. But it being in Scott Hall character, we're going to end this by saying that everything is just too sweet.